I think we might be live. So let's get the mic on. Let's see if does this work. Are we live yet?
Yes, it does.
We might be live. I think we're live, but we're gonna wait for a sec because just in case there's any like people behind us, we don't want anything like that happening. I'm just teasing. So my name is Trish Triumph Sullivan, and I'm back again tonight. This is my second time on StreamYard, streaming live from Downtown Book and Sound in beautiful, historic downtown Salinas with our other awesome local author, Nick Oliveri. And he's here with his newest book called Becoming the Conjurer. And actually, he's going to hand it to me so I can hold it up and like throw it into the screen in case you haven't seen it. It's a pretty awesome book. So this is your third, second?
This is my sixth release. My seventh release comes out December 8th, the trilogy sequel. So this is book number one, The Conjurer, my debut, was the Kirkus-Recommended novel released December 8th, 2021. And so December 8th, 2023, poetically, sequel to The Conjurer. So 3-book series. This is the first book. Yeah, I've written 13, but I've published 7. So yeah.
Wow, that is very impressive. Here I was thinking it was just, 2 or 3 books, and here you are with like 7 books and published books. Not how many you've written, but how many you've published. So I'm going to say cheers. We'll drink to that, Nick. And by the way, thank you, Shai, for providing some wonderful wine for our event tonight. This has been a fabulous evening so far. And it's going to continue to be fabulous because we're going to ask Nick a few questions. And one of the things I want to ask you, Nick, is where are you from originally? Where are you originally from?
So my name is Nick, and I was born in Nikolaev, Ukraine. I was born in Nikolaev. I shortly got over to the States before I turned a year old, thank God. I was actually a citizen until I was 18, but I actually didn't renew it. Because there's always been conflict in that country. You don't have to be Nostradamus to know that was going to escalate. I grew up in a small suburb north of Boston, but I've lived in Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, obviously, and now California. And I made it out here as soon as I sold a bunch of shares of my startup, and I had this like time and this freedom, and I said, I got a lot of support on the West Coast, and by the way, to all the support, thank you so much. I'm humbled. I posted on LinkedIn today. I said loved ones are the thing to love in life, and it's never been truer. So thank you so much. But I moved out to California because I also have some roots here. But I also wanted to try new things and maybe meet some new people, go to new places. So super cool.
Well, welcome to California. I'm glad you're here. And
Me too.
I think we're all glad. There's quite a crowd in the store tonight, so we want to thank everyone for being here live, as well as the audience in the internet world that we all love and hate in some ways. But anyway, being that said, I would like to ask you another question, and that is, what inspired you to start writing?
Nothing. I'm just kidding.
Everything.
Yeah, and everything. Nothing. It was the best of times. I'm just kidding. When I was young, I said, it was in the back of my mind. I was reading from a very, very young age, like 3 years old. I loved chapter books. Like I would read a lot of middle-aged books, back then. And in the back of my head, I was like, man, it'd be pretty cool to like write a book. Like, I don't know how people even do that. I got to about 18, 19. I was undergoing a lot of stress. I was running a startup, and eventually, God just said, you have a different path. And literally the words just came out of me. I don't know if it's tacky. I don't know if that's cool to say. I don't really care. The words just came out of me. So I wrote the first 45 pages of the sequel to this, my debut, The Conjurer, while I was just in a tough position at my startup and just, kind of just struggling and knowing that I needed to go somewhere else, but where do I go? So that's where I formed Mikala, all the cast of characters that you see in this book, the successor to that, and then the sequel in December 8th.
Wow, that's great. Well, thank you for that. So tell us a little bit about these books. So what can people expect?
The whole series, at this point, it's around 120,000 words, like from first to third book, December 8th. So it all started off with a vision. So honestly, like I think in pictures. I don't even have an inner monologue. I don't have like thoughts in English. I don't think in words. I think in pictures, and I'm constantly picturing like dialogue and things and how conversations will go. But anyway, it started off with one vision, and that was one person standing above and behind a whole group of people, manipulating them with a story of shadows, shadow puppets to a giant rock. That was it. And then The Conjurer was created, Kirkus-Recommended novel, top 1% of independent submissions, #1 new release on Amazon, and it went from there. So, but that's what it all started from. And I don't want to give anything away besides a sixth grader has read the book and said, "This is so fun. It was entertaining, had a bunch of cool twists." And then a PhD in philosophy read it and said, "I don't know how you have this grasp on human nature." So it's a little bit of fantasy. It's a little bit of coming of age, political intrigue, whatever you want to make it. It's that. And so yeah, it's a lot of fun. Is that Ernest Hemingway?
Yeah, I think it might be, but we're going to have to not take this call right now.
I don't know. He might hook me up with this.
Yeah, sorry about that, but we're on air and we're not taking a call. Please leave a message. So you have a big crowd of people who are, I'm sure, waiting to have a book signed or to talk to you in person. But would you mind taking a minute and do a brief reading for everyone so we can kind of hear your voice and how you put words together?
I have one paragraph, and although I joked about Ernest Hemingway earlier, he's one of my inspirations and influences. He said, real quick, write hard and clear about what hurts. And then he said, short words, short sentences, short paragraphs. I'm going to read you one paragraph. That's it. The world spins and swings and revolves around the tale of the Conjurer. His stories, shadows, and words spun and spoken in the purest gold. The Conjurer gives the markets their money, the spears their wielding hands, and the sandals their springing feet. He is the spirit, he is the guide, and most importantly, he is the story. And it comes with a little keep trying.
Nick, thank you so much. Everyone, this is Nick Oliveri. He's joining us tonight at Downtown Book and Sound in downtown Salinas with his amazing new book called Becoming the Conjurer. You'll want to read it. And Nick, thank you for joining us. Do you have any closing words for us tonight?
Thank you. I love all the support, more than you know. And I just want to thank everyone. I want to thank you, Trish. And I'm super humbled and blessed to have everyone here. Thank you.
Thank you. Everyone, Nick Oliveri. Come congratulate him. You folks on the internet, this is going to be available later, so please don't hesitate to watch it whenever you're able to. This book is available at Downtown Book and Sound, and it's also available on the internet. When we're going to post up a few links for you so that you know where to get it at. So thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you everyone that came here live, and you're going to have to help us eat some food and drink some wine tonight. Party's still going on.
Great job, buddy.
Yep, nice.
Really nice.
Great job.